community and based on having morality, you know, building your community, your nation, your family, you're gonna get inequality, and that's good. Like inequality is what motivates. Like the fact that I have friends that can make fences and I can't is the reason I've been working on it today all day because the inequality annoys me, and I'm like it motivates me. If I'd never met someone like Amy's grandfather Jack, who can just fix anything, I wouldn't have known that that inequality existed and that I should try to do better, you know? But if you're like a dumb person and a resentful person and an evil person and a lazy person and someone who can't, that the opposite sex is not attracted to you because of your awful character and your just neglected body and your lack of resources and your infidelity, the best possible scenario for you is a dictator takes all the money from the people with all the money, like takes all the freedom from the people actually making something, and they're attractive to people and they're having prosperous lives. They take those people, they kill them, they put them in shallow graves. They take all their resources and everybody is now at your level. Now, if the world is a broken prison like North Korea, being smart and being driven and being innovative is not an advantage whatsoever. So now the lowest group of people will benefit the most. And that is what people are rooting for now, even corporations. So now people, I'm having a real issue with a lot of these corporations. And people say, well, Big Bear, you're a capitalist. How can you criticize corporations? And as a tree guy, you know, as an arborist, my brother's like one of the best I've ever seen. I'm mostly a grounds guy, mostly a labor guy. I have balls, but I don't have, you know, I don't climb. When you see a tree like next to an immovable object, like a giant boulder or a rock, or like like a really strong fence, or even like a wire, even like some of the weirdest stuff, or a tree has been like hit by lightning or something, or you will see it grow around and twist and contort in ways that are fascinating. You know, a tree will grow around a wire, and then the wire will be like right through a tree. It'll take a long time, but like a tree will grow completely sideways. If there's a boulder, it'll do anything to get to the sun. And so then you'd see this twisted, contorted tree, and you'd say, wow, that must be the most efficient way to be a tree. No, that's only the most efficient way to be a tree if there's an unmovable force acting upon that tree. And so now it's a weaker tree. It's contorted. It's twisted. It's not. It's more prone to failure, more prone to disease, more prone to everything. But it survived, right? So when you have the welfare state in America, that 80% of the wealth comes from one demographic, heterosexual white males, is responsible for 80% of all the money that the government brings in. And then other groups of people receive tons of free money. Tons of straight white males receive free money, by the way. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying that being a straight white male means you're a producer. You know, and these are all like, that's why I brought up IQ recently. It's like, I realize there are people that can't understand these simple concepts. And so they will look at me and say, oh, well, you're a racist, bigot, homophobe. And it's like, they'll never get that. Like, they'll never get that simple, logical thing where it's like, no, there's plenty of straight white males that are leeches on society and they've contributed nothing. And of course, being a straight white male does not give you anything. Being a 19-year-old inner city Detroit black male from a single mother does not make you a criminal at all. But when you have to look at problems and solutions and what the world is, you have to look at the big picture, because that is what moves mountains and boulders and everything. You know, it's like a river is tons and tons and tons of raindrops. And you can analyze all the raindrops, but to get a river, to get a force that moves land, you have to look at the average behavior of populations, because that's what the enemy does. That's why people are trying to flood America with populations that have low IQs, because those people are not 7 times, over 70% of them will immediately vote for bigger government, gun control, everything, like everything that the expanding blob called the federal government that is now spending our way into a war. Everything they want comes from people with low IQs, because those people don't want to compete in anything. They just want someone else to rob from them. They want someone else to kill their pig, but they want to eat the pork. That's why I killed the pig, because I don't want to, I want to have to share the burden of slaughter. Slaughter takes a toll on you. And so, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Does anyone want to, what do we got? We have 4,000 people here? That's sweet. Fuck you, Owen, make a point, says Mari. Well, now you're gone. That's the best. And this is like,